Welcome back to another video. Today's video is another part in our series of exercise and fibromyalgia and sort of physical activity and all of that. And I wanted to show you some movements and gentle stretches that you can do when you're in a high level of pain, and just movements that it's okay to do or that you can try. I don't know, I just wanted to show you things that I do when I'm in really high levels of pain, and I didn't want to do it on a day that I wasn't in pain because I know that if I'm not in pain, my body will let me go further and do more things than if I'm not, than if I am in pain actually. So today I am in like 9 level of pain. I feel a little bit woozy, and when I'm talking, my ears feel really weird, so I don't know, make of that what you will. My knees are really sore, my lower back is in agony, my ribs feel awful and really uncomfortable and just in a lot of pain, and I hope that this helps. First of all, I like to just try and sit and have my back straight and to just make sure that my shoulders aren't, scrunched up and that I'm not holding any tension, and just try to relax and take a few deep breaths. And when you take deep breaths, especially when you have chest and rib cage pain, I feel like breathing in and out really slowly helps expand those muscles and helps that area move and it is a little bit painful. Everything you're gonna do is gonna be painful, but honestly just sitting is painful, so I feel like at least moving can help your muscles stretch a little bit and make you feel a little bit less uncomfortable. And you can do this as many times as you want to just expand your rib cage and bring it back in. Another thing that I like to do at the initial stages is to just then crouch a little bit and go forward a little bit and then come back out. As far as you can go. I'm not going very far because my lower back is kind of painful, so I'm just doing very gently. And this is kind of like that movement, what's it called? Cat and cow? No. In yoga, you're on all fours and you go in and go out. And this kind of helps you start moving a little bit and helps your spine stretch a little bit. And it also helps you stretch out your rib cage, and it hurts a little bit for me right now. So after I've done that, I like to stretch out my neck a little bit, and this will depend on how painful it is and how much tension there is, but things that I like to do are to sort of twist it around and just stretch very gently and not pull too hard. Don't do this very fast. So now I'm just gonna face one way and face the other way. And this I feel it stretching, so you only go as far as it feels good and comfortable, and here I feel it pulling a little bit, but it doesn't feel painful, it just feels like it's stretching. So that's where I want to stay, and then we turn over on this side and do the same thing. And you'll notice that every time that you go, you can go a little bit further. Then I like to do this, and this is as far as I can go today. With your neck, you can also go down. And another tip that I have for you is that when you're stretching, when you find a pose, a position, you have to relax into that position, if that makes sense, because if you're tense, it's just gonna hurt. Anyway, so something that I really like to do for my back is I sit in this, cross-legged position, and I go forward as far as I can go, and I just stretch my arms as far as they can go and tuck my head in. And then I like to go to one side and to the other to stretch both sides of my back. And there you can see that on one side I can go a lot further than the other side, but that just feels really nice. And then another thing that I really like to do is also you can sit in this position. You don't have to be as tightly cross-legged. You could be like this if this is more comfortable for you. but I just like being cross-legged. So you put one of your arms down and support it all the way to the elbow. So you put all of this is going to be supporting you, and you lift as far as it will go. And this is hurting a little bit, but feels really good. Here, and then you move forward really slowly, and then you support yourself on the other arm. That feels really good for me, and it stretches out this area. Another position that I really like that also stretches out my back, like this, and I sit on my heels and stretch forward. And because I'm in a lot of pain today, I don't want to stay in any one position for too long because I don't want to hurt myself. I really just want to move a little bit and stretch a little bit. Another one that I like to do on the upper body is just lifting your elbows and down. Your intention for this movement is like if somebody was pulling your elbow up. Your elbows go up, but your shoulders stay down. And this is just, you just do this like 2 or 3 times. You don't have to do it very much. You don't have to do anything very much. The idea is just to move a little bit, and you can like stretch your arm forward and bend. I like doing, just doing small things like this can be really helpful because you are already moving, but it doesn't have to be very painful, you know? So another thing that I like to do is with my legs to you can sit back on your hands and just like stretch your feet, and I like to just like bend and then go down. I like to be here as well because like I said, I have a lot of like flexibility here, so this is okay for me. So I can just like rock back and forth a little bit, and that feels nice. It stretches like my inner thigh. Yeah, I think that gently moving, this was something that I really struggled with at the beginning because I thought that when people said, oh, do gentle stretches, I always thought like yoga positions, and I tried yoga very early on in my diagnosis, and it really, really hurt me because I was trying to go as far as I could possibly go, and then I hurt myself a lot. And so I feel like this is what people meant by like gently stretching and gently moving, but I didn't understand it at the time. So I think the idea, like, you don't have to do these specific movements. I just think it's like knowing that you can do it as small as you want to, or as big as you can. And on some days when you're in high levels of pain, you're not going to be able to do very much, and it's okay, it's fine, it's part of the condition, you know? But I think me just sitting here and doing these movements has already like engaged my muscles. I've made them like have to move a little bit. Other movements that you can do are like wrist movements. You can like stretch them out a little bit. You can turn your arms like this because this is engaging all of your muscles here. You can try to tie your hands behind your back and stretch out your shoulders a little bit. You can go forward here, although I don't think a lot of people can do that, but you can if you feel that's comfortable. I also like to just stretch out and lay down completely. So another thing that I like to do from here is to cross over. I think for me it really depends on what hurts. What I suggest that you do is when you have, a stiff neck or anywhere specifically, you can just do small movements like I was showing you, just turning your neck one way or the other will help your muscles relax. I know it doesn't seem like it, but the secret is like not forcing your muscles to go really far. It's just pushing a teeny little bit. We can also lift our arms up and stretch. When my knees are really hurting, I like to just do this. So what I do is I put all of my weight into one leg, and just relax that knee. And this also like stretches out your hip a little bit. So I just go in like this, and then I switch and go in a little bit. And I do this very, very slowly. Another one that I like to do is just going on my tippy toes and down. And you can do this like one leg at a time, like this. I mean, honestly, this feels like such an idiotic thing, but it just is like slow movements and just gentle like movements. I'm sorry if this is like all over the shop, but I'm just doing these as I remember. So other ones that you can do for your legs is you can lay down flat, and this you can do from bed obviously. And you bend both of your knees, then you can pull one foot up here and just like let your knee, you can go here and like pull or just like gently stretch. So this is like a bit deeper, but you can just like not use your hands and just stay here. But see here, like for me, this doesn't feel like almost stretching at all. I like to get into these like weird positions as well. These things that I'm doing right now, like with my hips and knees, like I couldn't do this a few months ago. I feel like water aerobics has really helped me with my flexibility that I already had and with my joint pains. These are just a few things that I do. I think it's all about looking for places where you feel a good stretch and just like staying there for a few seconds, coming back, doing it one, two times, and that's it. You don't have to do it anymore. Another suggestion that I have for you is if you watch like beginner yoga videos, you can sort of don't follow what they're doing, but just like grab a few ideas and test them out for yourself for how much you can do. So only do as much as you feel like you're comfortable with. I do feel a little bit like looser and a little bit less tight, so that's already worked for me, and it's been great. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave it a like and comment as always. If you haven't already, you can consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean a lot to me and it would really help me out. And also you can consider becoming a member on Patreon. It would really help me make more videos and make better quality content. Yeah, that's all the things that I have to say. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!